Welcome to Wake Up Hex. I'm your guy, KNTX. Just wanted to do a little one-on-one with everybody in here today. So I know we've got a lot of questions. I'm getting a lot of DMs, so I want to take a little bit of time today to do a little bit of Q&A with the people here in the room. And of course, my biggest troll. Well, one of my biggest trolls. Children of the Grave, you are directly responsible for being stuck with only me on the stream today, because as soon as you said, don't do that to us, KNTX, I said, I'm doing it just because Children of the Grave said not to. So let me say hello to everyone here first. Andre369, Melf, Tony, Hex in Effect, MT Coiner, Hex Squadron, Children of the Grave, Doorsy78, Red Squirrel, Jonathan Swinbank. I don't know if I've seen you yet, sir. Crypto King, Francia de Jesus, Terrafin, DB Cooper. It's yep, that's exactly right. Alex Cobb, Matthew Bailey, James Caldwell, Your Average Joe, Hello Wealth. It's good to see you guys. Thank you guys all for joining me. D Hexistentialist, Junior USMC, Michelle. It's good to see all of you guys. Falcon Crypto, Digital Dollars. Man, you guys are just piling in here. That's awesome. Sorry I was a little bit late today, guys. I was actually on the phone with a strategic business partner earlier, and so it took me a little bit longer to get the stream up and going. When you're dealing with an international community, you just take the phone calls when you can handle them. That's all I have to say. So we're just happy. We may have a new guest next week for KNTX. Boom. Well, let's see that. I'll try to schedule it out. Next week is going to be a very, very difficult week for me. It's a holiday season, and we've got family coming into town, and I've got a lot of stuff on the back burner. But I mean, our regularly scheduled program still should go forward, so it shouldn't be an issue with guests. But King, hit me up, make sure that we get our scheduling on point and that they are confirmed. So, Dan, it's good to see you, brother. Yes, the price is all over the moving averages. Yes, that is correct. Dan, it is good to see you. I love this new revised Dan. I love this new positive vibe, this spin that he puts on everything now. We love it, brother. We love it. We're all happy to see you coming out of that slump. So, well, thank you. Appreciate that. It's really nice of you to say. You don't have to lie to me. It's cool. It's cool. I know this guy. I've met this guy before. So the part 2 for the Richard Hart interview, it's probably going to happen pretty soon. Part of us wanted to hold it off a little bit, and part of us wants to release it while we're still seeing a lot of traffic from the original. So we'll just see. We'll see. I need these clothes. Well, I got an update for you on that. So they came back today, the port, and they said, yeah, we still haven't unloaded. We thought it was going to be the 9th. Then we thought it was going to be the 11th. Now we're looking at the 17th. And then they tried to charge me a duty tax equal to the amount of the what I paid for the shirts themselves. I said, dude, this is highway robbery, and I will find every government entity that has any kind of oversight over your guys' industry. And we will be talking about this, because there's no way in hell I'm paying that. You can keep the fucking shirts for that price. So we'll worry about that. We'll get that all figured out. I have a feeling they're going to come back and negotiate with us, and we'll go forward from there. So this is my first foray into importing, and I'll tell you what, it has not been as smooth as I was hoping it would be. But hey, man, Hexter Morgan, I wish you guys got to meet this gentleman. He is a cool dude. So appreciate you. Thanks for your tagline for the documentary film and winning that trip to London. And thanks for the props on the. I actually got to talk with Hexter earlier that day before I went and interviewed Richard. So that was pretty cool. So it was nice to meet you. Hexy Quinn, our newest Hex villain. We appreciate you joining us. I think you're going to do us proud. I appreciate you becoming part of the Discourse Syndicate Network. You and Joker are killing it. Even if it's at my expense, hey, you know, I can laugh at myself. So his timing is impeccable. Gosh, throwing his booze in there, man, at the times that he did, he's amazing. He is amazing. That guy knows entertainment. So I'm not sure. it's nice that we have something, out there that people are um, able to start their marketing efforts with. But I don't know. I'm good either way. Honestly, I don't really care. Personally, it doesn't matter to me. I just want a name, and it's a solid name that we can just start our marketing efforts on for the sacrifice. That's all I really freaking care about. And it's good enough for me. I really don't care. I want to see. I didn't check my Twitter this morning, and I did that on purpose because I didn't want to get stuck for the next hour going through my Twitter feed and be like, "Oh crap, I missed my show." Um, so I'll do that when I get done here. But are we settled on a logo yet? Does anyone know? It's a name as long as it functions. I'm the same way. So I'll bet you do, but we're not going there today. Not going there today, children of the grave. Not going there. That do we know if because there was a proposed let me see. Let me pull this up. A proposed logo that I really liked, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I really liked it. I think it was it Hexalina or whatever her name is? Hextina? Is that what it was? She was the one that was. That's who I remember for some reason. But it was a pretty sweet. It was a pretty sweet logo that was very similar to the Pulse logo, but it was almost like an S, but it had like the arrows, one going one way, one going the other. And I really like that. Yeah. I wish if someone can give me the link to that in here, that'd be really cool because I like something like that. So I'd like to see how this all shakes down. Dude, I'll get lost in this. I can't be going through Twitter right now. I will literally get lost in this. So, but I'm with you here, Junior USMC. It's a name as long as it functions. Like I said, we can just get down to the marketing efforts at this point in time. So I'm gutted RH didn't use my suggestion. I'm with RH on this one. I'm glad he didn't use your suggestion either. So sorry it guts you, my brother. Sorry about that, man. That's too bad. Yeah, we can circle back around. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah. We found a doctor that is she's very much a doctor, and she's outside the traditional cut and snip and give a pill kind of prognosis in the way of treating certain things, and she uses actually frequencies. It's metaphysics that it's used, that they've been messing with these frequencies. It's called scalar technology, and they've been working on this technology since like the 40s. And she's a natural health doctor as well, and she was able to reactivate parts of the colon and the heart. It got rid of the murmur, got rid of the slow moving colon part of the bowel, like never had to even go to surgery. So she is amazing. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. This community is more than just crypto. Genuinely, the heartfelt, prayers and love and thanks that I'm getting from this community just puts you guys heads and tails above any other community out there, inside or outside of crypto. It doesn't even matter. So thank you for asking, Mr. Hex. She is doing wonderfully. Thank you guys all for the positive vibes and the prayers. And that's amazing. You guys are freaking awesome. Yes, we do have to sell and market this. So yeah, natural path. It's a way to go. Thanks for the congrats, brother. I appreciate that. So if you're not buying Hex right now, so I'm going to put this up here on the screen. Not financial advice. Don't listen to these tards. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're looking to accumulate crypto right now and you are not purchasing Hex, knowing that there's a sacrifice for this Pulse Swap or Pulsex DEX, and that we're literally probably maybe a month and a half out from the release of Pulse Mainnet, and you're going to get a copy, and people are going to be So we'll get into this because I want to talk about this. There was a lot of questions. I wish I had it set up. We're going to probably do a whiteboard video going forward here to explain all of this. But there's not going to be the selling of Ethereum hex that you guys think there is. I really don't think there is. So we'll discuss that here in a minute, because I do want to go back to that. But if you're not looking at hex as a viable dollar cost average right now, I think you might be missing the boat. And that's based upon your timeline, your horizon, what you have available to buy. But if you getting a copy on the other side should be bullish enough for you to consider buying hex, not even to mention all the other good news that's coming right now. So if you don't like gains, then hex is probably not the place for you, because even if it doesn't go up in price, I know that you're going to get APY if you're staking that correctly. So just want to throw that out there. We do have a website. I don't really want to release it right now until we have more information. You go there right now and it will say that it's under construction. We have a community member that is phenomenal. Actually, I'm just going to go throw a heads out to this guy, Hill Tech. You guys have seen him on Twitter. You've seen him on YouTube. The guy is amazing with graphic design. He built the website for it. He put it up so quick. I was like, wow, that's nicer than I ever expected, quicker than I ever expected. And when we're ready, we'll give you guys that website, and you guys can go there and check it out and see the details. We will be looking for, in the very, very near future, accredited investors first. So I just need to throw that out there until we go public, and that shouldn't take long for us to do so. But no expectations, because we have no way to verify exactly what that timeline looks like. But we'll let you guys know when we feel that we're comfortable with releasing more details on that. So, and stop postulating, guys, out there, what you guys think, how you guys think this is going to operate. We've heard a lot of bad information come in, and it was not information that we gave to anyone. So you guys, please don't even speculate on it until you have more details from us. So we will give you guys a full rundown. So don't worry, guys. We're not going to leave you hanging in the ether. You get that? We'll pulse out information as it's needed, guys. I promise you that. So, hey, thank you, man, for the good job. I'm more interested in the fact that there is a community in South Africa. It may be small, but hey, Domenico, you need to be the one pumping everybody's bags down there. You need to make your friends and family aware, and the network effect will take care of itself. Just let them know that there's gains to be had, and that there's an amazing community that they can participate and be part of. So make sure to give them all the links to all the different chat rooms and the websites and everything, so that they can get involved as well. So we need to grow that awareness. Whatever you can do to grow awareness in South Africa would be great. So Richard said 3 months to Maine, but if you saw my interview with him, he says, 1 to 2 months was possible if everything goes right. That we broke very recently. We broke the testnet. So good job, Hexicans. We're stress testing it. They figured out some bugs. They fixed some things with the validators. And so it might push us out just a little bit. I'm okay with 3 months personally. If everything's fixed, ready to go, we launch with no bugs, or at least minimal bugs that aren't going to affect people's wealth, isn't going to lose people money. That's okay. We can handle that. That's not a big deal. So yeah, I agree, Dorsey78. If you try to play games, you try to do this trading game thing, and you're trying to jump in and out of the market, trying to time it, I think you're going to miss the boat. I really, really do. I think that is, I wouldn't call that advice, but that is definitely a recommendation, a personal recommendation for myself, is that I'm looking at acquiring more hex now at these prices. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I see multiple X's in return coming, just for the sheer fact of all of the fundamentals. I have no way to put that on a chart for you guys. I have no way to verify that. I don't have a crystal ball, but knowing what hex has done in the past, if it just rhymes, it doesn't have to repeat, but if it just rhymes, things are going to look pretty good. And there's so many bullish indicators as to what's coming. that I don't know why you wouldn't be interested in Hex. And if you're not, why are you even here? So we're so Hex centric, and I like Pulse, but I still think the long-term play is Hex. It has the fundamentals that, even though Pulse has some awesome fundamentals for the infrastructure blockchain, it does not have the structure that Hex has. And I think long-term Hex is still the play personally. So think about where we'll be potentially with Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulsex by the time we meet in Vegas in March. Yeah, you guys, March is a long ways away. That's like 3 years. Yeah, 3 months is like 3 years away in crypto. A lot can happen in the meantime, guys. A lot can happen, and there's a lot of bullish stuff coming. So K4K Crypto, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I love your videos, man. I try to catch up on them when I can. It's so hard. There's so many good streamers now that it's hard to catch up on all your guys' stuff. So I don't get to watch every one of your videos. We're going to have to do a collab at some point, K4K. Maybe you can come on our show one of these mornings. That'd be really great. It'd be cool to have you in the panel, get some of your insights, talk about some of the things that you've discussed on your channel now that isn't being discussed on other channels. We really like that, man. Keep it up, brother. We need more awareness out there. Means we need more streamers. We need more talent. And we appreciate you joining us. By the way, guys, we have just been killing it in new growth. We've added almost 1,000 new subscribers in less than a month. And it's just exponentially every day. We're getting more and more and more. So somehow we're hitting the YouTube algorithms. You guys are spreading the good word. Please spread the word, like, hit, subscribe. Make sure that everybody knows about Discourse Syndicate, because the bigger we can become, the bigger the team we can build, and the more marketing efforts we can do. So we have never enriched ourselves from this. I think Captain bought a little bit with the lemons from D Live back in the day. If anyone's been around long enough to remember that, he bought some new equipment like a mic and a camera. Everything else we've had to subsidize. We have employees now, and the channel doesn't make enough, so we've subsidized. So we've actually lost money. And when you look at, we're close. I mean, this is going to sound ridiculous, but we're hundreds of thousands of dollars in the hole. So we have never made anything off of this. We are just proud to be able to bring things to your guys' attention. That's not just DS, but all the other projects that we're working on too. We're very much in the hole, trying to build this ecosystem and infrastructure around Hex for you guys. Obviously, it pumps our bags too, so it's not completely selfless, but it's a rising tide that floats all boats. So I'm really, really excited to have you guys all here, and I'm really excited to see this community grow. So if you guys can help us out with that, that would be great. It'd be nice if some of these expenses started paying for themselves. In the meantime, we're willing to do this because we see the future potential, and we see this channel not only paying for itself, but hiring. And what we've been trying to aim for are Hexicans that haven't been able to quit their job, maybe didn't get in early enough. So we're trying to employ more of the people of this community that deserve to step away from their just over broke, their JOB, and their 40-hour a week slave work. So we want to hire those people, because there's a lot of you talented and skilled individuals out there that we really think can do some good jumping on board with us. And we can get you paid, get you some more Hex, and at the same time, create awareness and pump everybody's bags at the same time. So yes, Wales, he is 100% correct. No more questions. We will release information going forward. We just can't give you guys any more information, guys. There's just no point in it. So shoot, KNTX Wales will get upset. That's why I said no more postulating and guessing. Yeah. And there are regulatory reasons why we can't talk about it. So yeah, there's a lot of people. We also want to make sure we're first to market. At this point, it'd be almost impossible for someone to beat us to market at this. And even if they did, they don't have the support of the community like you and I do. And I mean, you on the other side of this screen, you and I, we have this, we've got this. So we appreciate you guys. I've been in the chats with Mr. Fed, with David Feeder, and we are building up the data center that we're using is controlled independently of an AWS. It's not an AWS server. We are building brand new bare metal. We are building redundancies on the internet, the power. Like we're triple redundancy on power now. We're trying to become triple redundancy on fiber lines in and out of the business, the building. It's a locked, vaulted area. We've got redundant cooling systems. We've got now we're going to be doing redundant bare metal, so the servers themselves, so that they switch over to another server if one goes down. Like David and this other gentleman, Chris, that are building this are phenomenal guys. You should see them. It's like it's like me geeking out with the Star Wars community. Like I don't understand a damn thing they're saying, but God, it gets me excited. So I know there's good things going on back there. So appreciate that. That question. It is very much David Feeder is working directly with the developers to make sure of the Pulse network, to make sure that everything is to spec and that we are running hardware that is more than capable of running all of this information and making sure that there's no dropping of anything, because we don't want we don't want any felonies or misdemeanors on our server. That's what they're calling them when you're getting slashed for validating. So we don't want any of that. So we're making this thing, or they are making this thing, with any support that I can give them. Fortunately, they don't need me at this point in time, but if there's any way I can step in and help, trust me, that stuff is being done in the background. It's pretty sweet. I think we will end up with Pulse on 3, or with Hex on 3 chains too. ETH 2.0. Yeah, I think the miners will fork Ethereum, because I think there's a profit motive for them to do that. I would not be surprised to see them merge mine with Ethereum Classic. I've heard some discussion with that in the in some backroom developer chats, and I'm okay with that too. That's cool with me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm cool with Hex being on multiple chains, especially if you're getting copies of it because you're holding it now. So testnet version 3 with Pulsex to test. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do a version 3. They might just band-aid on the Pulsex. There's already a front end to it built on the version 2, and it's pretty cool. It seems to be working really well. Yeah, this was cool. King reached out to me, said, "Hey, can you put a bug in Richard's ear about Sal the Agorist?" Sal has been on our channel. Talked with the captain. Actually, I think I was there. It was an FN Hangout. I remember he came on, him with Rice TV. And so we were glad to put these two together. So this is, there's a lot of crossover in this community between our community and theirs. So collaborations, guys, with like-minded communities, freedom, sovereignty of money, disruption of the banking system. Those kind of channels, man, they fit really well with our community and our philosophies. So you guys get out there and work as hard as King here and try to get these bigger channels to look at Hex, and let's do some stuff. Let's make people aware. So we've done a great job up to this point, but it's coming more. So like the stream, mofos. That's right. Smash that like button, turn that sucker blue. If it's gray, you better turn the like button blue. That's all I have to say. If I want to buy PHEX with EHEX to swap for PX, I'll have to pay E fees. That's if you're moving your EHEX over to the Pulse chain. There will be an Ethereum fee to send it over to the bridge. So yes, there will be, but send fees aren't too bad at this point in time. So let me catch up, guys. We've got some people here that have some super chats that I really need to address, and I am not moving nearly fast enough to catch up to you guys. So, Cadium, thank you for the 55. More of this for the BS. That's right. More of this for the for the BS. Appreciate you, brother, for showing up. You are phenomenal, man. You're such a big support. I'm glad I was able to. You were one of the few people I was able to convince year one of Hex that get your ass in this, and it has paid off very well for you. And I wish more people would have listened to me. I think too many people saw me lose in 2017 that were close to me, that were like, yeah, I'll wait to see before I jump in. That's right. Everyone likes to buy expensive. You were a wise man, did your research, and you jumped in. So, yes, I don't know if they are an angel, but I do know of someone that sent you a mic and a cam. So I'm glad it's a game changer. I love it. Anything we can do, we're hoping to increase the production value for everyone. We've been pitched actual TV style content for our channel, and we're going to be building out some pretty cool things. Like I said earlier, though, we really got to get our expenses taken care of. Once we get and these super chats are great, guys. Thank you so much. These go a long way to paying for things, man. Access Alive, brother. Thank you for the $100. All the support for KNTX, RGDS, Whales, Markable, everyone doing content here. Pay those Gen 3 hexagons. That's right, man. And that's what it's about. Once we get all of our bills paid for and we can get things subsidized, and you guys with the super chats are so generous, this makes it possible for us to do so. There are ways, if you guys want to reach out to us in the back channels, that we can take blockchain money. But anything we can do to get these people paid, then we can start to increase production value. We can start to throw up new equipment to the existing streamers. We can do some pretty neat things with the way that we do content. So the documentary team actually reached out to me, and they gave me some ideas for actual series and TV shows on DS. And we can make those very, very cost effective going forward. So we're pretty excited. Yes, we need to be doing a monthly visit to Rogue News in 2022. Wales has already made this happen. It's locked in. It's a done deal. These guys very much love the Hexakin community. You've seen CJ, the producer, on our show many times. He's come in quite a bit, and he is phenomenal, man. He's a Hexakin. He's a Hexakin. Him and his brother V, man, they are just super supportive of what we're doing, and they've got tools that we as Hexakins can use. So I'm really excited about all of that. Nikki B, the $369. Wow. Thanks for the love, brother. Nikki, you are phenomenal. Love me some DS. Thanks for all the great content. Let's go. Yes. LFG. Let's go, man. Let's make this happen. So we are super excited about the future. We've got so many things we want to ramp up and do, and generous Hexakins like yourself are literally making this possible. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I there's so much love in this community, guys. We are the best community in crypto, and I dare anyone to come on this stream and argue the opposite. So I don't see no Chico army out there, not like this, guys. So they don't even get the engagement from the community like we do. So, and Twitter. So I just want to throw this out there. I had a meeting yesterday with the film crew, and we're having a hard time finding a skeptic that is willing to come be in the video that they truly believe the Hex is a scam. They got no empirical evidence, but they'll stand up and say it. But they are not willing to step up and say it publicly on a documentary, because you guys are so vicious on Twitter that they literally are like, it's not worth being attacked for the next 2 years by the Hexakins. So it's kind of ironic, but yes, I think we need someone outside of the crypto space anyway, who's already bearish on crypto period, and much more so even on Hex, and understand who Richard Hart is. So if you guys have some suggestions on who that skeptic could be, they're working on some other things. They're working on some leads for that skeptic, not the villain, guys. We can't call him the villain. We need a skeptic. We don't want to throw people away before we can even get that. We need them for this one. We need that dynamic. We need the other side. And yes, I believe there are a bunch of them that are afraid to debate Richard. Absolutely. I honestly think there are, but there are people that are willing to come out. And I believe that it is an Abraham Lincoln quote. The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend. I believe that is, and I think we can, but we need that dissenting voice. And so if you guys have some suggestions, I've heard so much as Dave Ramsey, but I don't think he even knows who Richard Hart is, let alone what Hex is. So if we could find like a Peter Schiff type character that already hates crypto and then knows a little something about Richard Hart, maybe a Max Kaiser is getting a lot of attention lately, even outside of the crypto space. Maybe he'd be the guy. I don't know, guys. You guys, I need some suggestions. I need you guys to hit us up. Let's get some suggestions. Is there an update on any CRUT guidance or establishment of professionals that may be rounded up for the Hex community? We've already figured it out. We've got the team put together. So we're about to launch a marketing campaign with a very informative, super informative, like pre-recorded videos on different aspects of how you need the holistic approach. It needs to be more than just the CRUT, guys. The CRUT does allow you guys some, or NIM CRUT, or whatever is relevant to your specific situation. So that's the thing about these trust products, is that it has to be tailored, because not everyone needs the same solution. But we've already got it figured out through Mountain Crypto Advisors. So mountaincryptoadvisors.com, you guys can start putting in your name for consideration for processing. But we've got a whole webinar video sequence coming out for you guys to learn more about all of this as you go forward. That you need the holistic approach, guys. Don't just look at it from one trust. That's the problem. I think there's going to be those of you guys that put together many parts of the pieces and piecemeal this together and pay for everything individually. And I have a feeling you guys are going to miss some very, very important steps in the total holistic approach to this. So we've already put together the professionals. They're ready to go. So if you guys want to go hit that, get yourselves on that waiting list. We're starting to process people a lot quicker now. So fortunately the bottleneck isn't going to take as long. We just had to make sure everything was good. Ooh, CoffeeZilla might be all right. Someone let me know how, so he's got a lot of subscribers, but how many views on his videos. So we need someone who gets some actual traffic. So if someone can get me those metrics, that'd be great. So a Logitech cam and a blue snowball mic. Yeah, sounds familiar. Sounds like I know. So just so everyone knows, HexiQuinn now has my old equipment that I used to do the FN Hangout with. So I wanted to make sure that she had something to work with. It's not the greatest equipment in the world, but it's very cost effective for what it does. And so I'm glad that she's got some equipment to help to help Joker and to have a little bit better production quality on that front, because Joker is ramping things up. My goodness, brother, it was like 21 cents earlier this morning when I was looking at it. BS pump is in. Yeah, at this point in time, I think we kill our haters with kindness. You're much more likely to win them over. Yeah, you can kill them with the chart. That's right. That's right. There's nobody, bro. I know. We need somebody, though. We need someone who can be a dissenting voice that like mainstream media knows. So there is a very very academic style documentary being created that just got underway for Ethereum. And I don't think it's competing. It's too early to know whether this hurts or helps our documentary, but I think it helps personally, because if you've got more attention coming to crypto as a whole, especially Ethereum, and then you have something that is better storytelling, better production value that pops out and it destroys the Ethereum narrative, I think this helps us, guys. So I'm really, really excited about seeing what their team comes out with, and their release date seems to be pretty similar to ours. So we'll see how that all comes to fruition. Yeah, Big Gunner, I'm not even going to throw your comment up on the screen. That is not even worth talking about. We need someone who's actually known, not some bum in the woods. So Brock is very much so. Whoever is not aware of Brock Pierce, he was a libertarian candidate for president. He was Charlie that scores the winning goal on the Mighty Ducks. Crypto Billionaire had a lot to do with the EOS launch. He is very much aware of Richard Hart, very much aware of Hex. But whether he is in Hex, I don't know. He's a pretty wise crypto investor. I'd be surprised if he doesn't, quite honestly. I'd be really, really, really surprised that he's not an investor with Hex. And, we've had him on the show thanks to Nerd Girl. Nerd Girl. And by the way, Nerd Girl, get your butt back on the streams, man. We need you pulling in these people from outside the community. I don't know what you've been doing lately, but we need you back here. We need you back here. So, yes, you can talk about how corny we are. That's fine. Max Kaiser versus Richard Hart, no holds barred debate would be a pay-per-view material. I think so, just because what a character both of them are. Richard would be unaffected and cool, calm, and collected, except for maybe getting a little bit heated up on calling out Kaiser's BS, but Kaiser just blows a freaking gasket. So I think it'd be really interesting to watch those guys. It'd be really interesting to watch those guys. Crypto Ewok, my brother from 2017, man. I've known this guy since 2017 through various communities that we've been a part of. No, I don't think so. Alan, thank you for the $5. We may just need to hire someone to play the skeptic. Plenty of Furus like getting paid. Nuriel Rabini, guys. If we're gonna pay anyone to do anything, I think that guy, he's got some clout outside. What's the other guy? Black Swan guy. Be really cool to have. I think he even would pull more than Nuriel Rabini. But those guys you do have to pay. We just don't, unless you guys are willing to help the film crew raise more money. We really don't want to have to pay. There have been some pretty big critics or skeptics that are willing to come on and be forever immortalized in this documentary film if they're paid to do so. And we just don't want to use our film budget for that. So, nope. I am not president yet. I don't want that job. I wouldn't mind being in the cabinet behind the guy, but I do not want that job or that lady if we find the right candidate. But I do not want to be president of anything. That's all I'm going to say. You had a sticky here, but I don't know where it is. Let's go down here. DJ Cryptomatic, thank you, brother, for the 36.99 euros. We appreciate you, brother. This guy has given selflessly to the community as well. I really appreciate everything that you've done, Cryptomatic. He's, unapologetically been part of the DS since the network launched. Throwing down tracks and sets on Sundays on Twitch. Selflessly came and helped with the after party for the London event. Actually, before the event too, the pre-event, he was up there throwing tracks down. This guy has been nothing but a big supporter. He's got a project in the way for the Christmas season. For all of you guys, this guy continually puts out content and supports people. Him and Bran are about the only two I can think of that have supported this community to the level of degree that it shows up for everything. Well, Markable, I'll give Markable some credit for that too. And what else? Man, we got a great community. There's too many names here, but DJ Cryptomatic, thank you for the 36.99, brother, for the euros. So that's really awesome. You know what? Richard Hart versus Dave Ramsey. Maybe it's comical to you and I, but Dave Ramsey has a big following and is very big in traditional markets, the traditional space, the mainstream media, so to speak. So it may be a joke to you and I, but it would garner a lot of eyeballs. Is that not the point of us having a full-length feature film, to garner eyeballs? Get this product in front of 100 million different people? To me, that's a no-brainer win. 100 million people see this. What percentage of them end up buying after they see after they see all of the gains and the community and the participation of people And right now we're actually really lucky. So a lot of you guys might be disappointed about this dip. And a lot of you guys bought a lot higher than the price is right now. Those of you who have a long enough time horizon, I think you'll be well rewarded. So it's not a big deal. But I do want to throw that out there that this has actually been really good, because now we've got a contrast of, hey, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. When you get into Hex, you got to deal with the roller coaster. When you deal with crypto, period, you've got to deal with the roller coaster. You've got this up and down movement that just doesn't go away. It's in the game. Dips are in the game, right, guys? I mean, that's we've heard it from the fearless leader himself. How many times? Dips are in the game. So we get to show people that hey, you got to have a long enough time horizon. You got to be willing to be part of the system for longer than a jump in, jump out, day trade, get grinded to the ground, lose everything. We don't do that mentality here in this community. And I think this has actually paid off really well for the documentary at this point in time. So this has been really good for us. Okay, here it is. So we'll jump from the $36.99. You get your free billboard here. Check out my Hexmas Christmas music show next Tuesday, 21st on Twitch. I have a lot of festive season greetings from a lot of community members. There might be cookies and mulled wine as well. Yes, so virtual cookies and wine just for you guys. So yes, go check out his Tuesday, the 21st Twitch show. I know that he's garnered a lot of clips from a lot of people within the community that you guys just might know who they are. So that's all right. That's all right. I gave you both anyway. Kaiser is not debate material. Yeah, but he garners eyeballs, bro. I don't care about the debate. He garners eyeballs. That's all I care about. Nassim Taleb is greater than Rubini. Thank you. That's who I'm thinking. Nassim Taleb, Black Swan, I believe. He also wrote Anti-Fragile. He is very big amongst the traditional finance space, the Robert Kiyosaki crowd, the George Gammon crowd, the G. Edward Griffin crowd, the Mike Maloney crowd, the End the Fed crowd. Yeah, I think even Patrick Bet-David talks about his Anti-Fragile book. So I think you're right. I think Nassim Taleb would be phenomenal. Let me just put that down. I'm going to send that off to you guys. Are going to have to wait here because I want to send that off to the film crew right now. Janet Yellen would be good. Yeah. That's comical to me. She's a joke. So I think they would have too much in common. I think Robert Kiyosaki and Richard Hart would have so much common ground. I really do. We've got some guys within this community that are networked very well within that crowd, and there may be content in the future or opportunity for content in the future. And so I'd love to see where the rabbit hole takes us down there, but I don't think that would not be contentious by any means. So Richard versus Mecha Richard. Absolutely. Good old Godzilla reference there. Yes, I agree. I think Richard needs to we need to do a camera flash back and forth with Richard debating himself. One Richard has a Hex shirt, the other has a Pulse shirt, and it just bounces back and forth. Richard debating himself. I think that's the only one that'd give him a run for his money, honestly. So Joker for president. Sweet. Joker for president. I love it. I'll back that guy. He's very much a pro-freedom guy. I'll back that guy. I lost all funds because people said Hex was dead. What to do now? Buy back higher. Get lost, get left behind, but buy back higher because you might make some gains. It won't be as big as what you had, but you'll get some gains. So there are 7.1K people watching crypto channels on Twitch. DS is broadcasting into talk shows and podcasts instead of the crypto category. There are tons of views up for grabs. Okay, I'll double check that. I'll pull that up. Some of these guys wouldn't allow us to choose the crypto category. It was really weird. I was like, I don't understand why that's not an option for us in the settings, but I'll go back and review whether Twitch will allow us to do that or not, because they wouldn't let us for the longest time. That wasn't even an option for us to choose on the back end of our channel. Our DJ is just the best. On Yavin, we discussed him, but he's a joke, dude, and nobody outside of crypto knows who that guy is. So I don't think that'll work. Richard Harton talks with Kurt Walker Jr. You Hexos always want to see you fight. So I sent the Patrick Bet David podcast that Kurt Walker Jr. was on to Richard, and I said, you need to talk to Kurt. I don't know if I spawned any of that conversation or not. I'm not saying I did because I know nothing about the talks that Kurt Walker and Richard Hart are having. But I think I definitely brought it to his attention and said, hey, he's making the circuit in some big channels. Patrick Bet David's Valuetainment has almost 3 million subscribers. His new podcast gets like 1,000 new subscribers a day. I think they're up to like 115K. And it's very Joe Rogan-esque style with guests on the panel. And I would love to see that. I pointed that out to Richard, saying, listen to this trash he's talking about BSV being the one ring to rule them all, being able to upload things to the stack. I don't even know if that's really even possible or feasible when it comes to a blockchain trying to be. He's talking about NFTs being uploaded into the stack versus Ethereum. You just have a serial number and it points to a hosted JPEG that someone could take down the domain and it's no longer there. That's not possible with BSV. I want to see that discussion. I want to have that technical discussion between Kurt Walker and Richard Hart. I would love to see that. New World Disorder, thanks for the $2. We should get Richard on the No Jumper podcast. Not familiar with the No Jumper podcast, so get me some information. I'll send it over to him. Yeah, we all know you're important, Markable. We love you, brother. We'll give you some credit. No hurt to the feels, brother. You get credit. This guy does a lot of content behind the scenes. He did our intro for the Wake Up Hex. He's done our new weight screen, which I have not downloaded and uploaded yet. Downloaded to the computer and uploaded to StreamYard yet. So we will get that on. I was so late today that I didn't see the point in doing that. So this guy produces content. He is the one that made the live stream of the 2-year London event possible. So you can all thank Markable for that. That guy is phenomenal. The amount of information or the amount of equipment alone that you guys hauled over across the channel, that was pretty freaking awesome. I can't take credit for it. Hex does what Hex does. So you bet your brother, you deserve it. You more than most in this community deserve the praise, brother. There is no doubt about it. Yes, dips are a feature, not a bug. Remember, that's how we get wealthy, guys. We need the weekend shaken out before new investors come in and buy it all up. So there's a little bit of argument here in the chat. So KNTX, I was wondering if y'all have anyone under 25 featured in the doc line, Bran or anyone. Just seems like a solid idea that would help us hit the younger millennial Gen Z crowd. I'm putting that as a suggestion in there right now. Thanks, Kyler. I'm sending this to the production crew right now. Of course, I can type fast, but man, I make a lot of mistakes, and I require that the fixing. I need the right click dictionary for this stuff. So, all right, good suggestion, Kyler. Got that sent off to them. We are good on that front. We will see. I think you're right. There's going to be more Gen Z and younger millennials. So, yes, Joe Rogan needs to interview RH. We've got some feet in the door with that. Like, really, the biggest holdup is Lex Friedman. He really needs to have a conversation with Richard, but the guy won't do it in the 21st century. Won't do a stream, and Richard is changing the world. He's developing new financial technology, and he doesn't have time to travel, to some undisclosed location to have this conversation when they can just simply do it right there, from the comfort of their own studios. So whatever. Hey, Kinetics, cool to watch you at the event and the club. Jesus lover here. I love it, bro. I love it. Oh, Misha. Oh, that's I know exactly who this is. Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you. One of our Hexicans. She is phenomenal. Yes, it was fun, man. We had a good time. I wish you guys could have seen the Hexicans. We should have done maybe a little more live streaming showing everyone mingling, but it was so cool for all the Hexicans to meet all the other cool Hexicans. Yeah, Taleb has blocked Richard on Twitter. I think so too. I don't think he likes being proven wrong. Elizabeth Warren would be fun. Senator Karen, as Elon Musk calls her, Senator Karen. Yeah, we're not gonna put that up there. Children of the grave. Sorry, brother. Yes. So we had G. Edward Griffin on with the captain, chatting with the captain. This would be a good one, I think. He wrote The Creature from Jekyll Island about the creation of the illegal creation of the Fed and the United States monetary system. Yeah, that would be a good conversation, I think, between Richard and him. And we get us, yes, everything is frequency. All in healing. Everything has a frequency. But I think it'd be good to get going back to the conversation. I think G. Edward Griffin has enough of a following, and I think it'd help him get in the door with a lot of the other in the Fed type people. So I can finally someone heard me. Thanks, Kinetics. Okay. Markable for the win. Agreed. When beard reveal, dude, it looks like a rat's nest. He doesn't want to show it to anyone until he can comb out the rat's nest that he's got in his beard and make it look like he's not a hobo. Then he'll show it again, I think, at some point. Max, yeah. Well, it will start out nice civil discussion, but knowing the temperaments of Richard, Max and Michael will go nuts when they can't defend their positions. Michael Saylor, I'm assuming, is who you're talking about on that. I agree. I would love to see Max Kaiser and Michael Saylor be part of this documentary. I think that would be huge. I can't either. I think it's coming sooner than you think, guys. Get ready. Yeah. Oh man, imagine having Hex under 25 years old. I had literally this exact conversation with Markable yesterday. I was like, if I was just your age with this opportunity of Hex in the blockchain, man, this was not an opportunity for me, man. I lived in a pre 9/11 world, and it was a different world back then than the world is today. And my kids will never understand that. But if I had this opportunity at 25 years old to accumulate and hold Hex, oh my gosh. I might be dead because I wasn't married at that time, still partying, and I partied hard. I can't imagine partying with that kind of money. Crypto coffee, you're a young cat, and I know you still like to party hard. Be careful, brother. We need you around. At least for the next 15 years. No, just kidding. We want you around forever. Hopefully the Sens Foundation fixes that. But yeah, I'd probably be dead. It's probably a good thing that I didn't have that kind of money at that age. So you don't know quite how lucky you are. I'm 40 in January. Your first 5555s would be done before you're 40. Isn't that crazy to think? Ugh. Your cousin tried to tell you to buy Sol. Oh, that broken blockchain. Oh yeah, we reset it. Everything's good now. No. I like decentralized products with no admin keys. But thanks for is that what you told your cousin? Thanks, cuz, but I got this. I like real things. So yeah. Love you, brother. All love, brother. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. He made it so easy. I give all the credit to Richard Hart. He made it so easy. Like, if you see the documentary crew like tapping me on the shoulder and showing me the paper, they're like certain things they wanted to get for content for the documentary. And it was just such an organic conversation going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, that it was really hard for me to stay on track, because he's just such a great conversationalist, and he makes you feel so at ease. And especially since it wasn't contentious at all, and we were so like-minded on so many different things. He is a phenomenal guy. I give all the credit to Richard Hart, man. I want you guys to see that side of Richard, and I'm hoping more of that comes out in the documentary. He is just such a sweetheart, and he just loves people. He is a social beast, and I've said it before. Lex Friedman, just another Elon Musk fake they put out there as Pied Pipers for the public. Yes, but it would garner eyes. It would garner eyes. That's what we want, guys. We want to garner eyes. Thank you, Hush 800, for the $17.99 British pounds. KNTX, you are amazing. I'm a 24 Gen Z. You're a good Christian brother. All hail to the king. There's going to be an interview that I organized for Richard Hart with Lynn May in the UK. It's going to be on Link Up TV too. Heck yeah. Send me a DM in Telegram at The Real KNTX. Send me a Telegram message with more information. We will pump this, brother. So I appreciate it. Yep. 24 Gen Z, you're in Hex. You guys have the world by the tail, and you don't even know it yet. Yeah, my kids have their own stakes too. I think our kids are set. I really do. Oh, Dan Pena might not be bad. What is his stance on crypto? I don't know if I think he knows who Richard is, doesn't he? I think he does. That guy's brilliant when it comes to buying failing businesses, adding value, and then turn around and selling them for much more than they're worth. That's how he made his billions. Your kids will 5555 forever. That's the plan. That's the plan, guys. Yeah, you should definitely meet RH. I guarantee he'll love you. He loves everyone, man. Latin American crypto. This guy's always supportive, always in the tweets. Yeah, I agree. Better than the opposite, right? Okay, so Brazology, he hates crypto. That's good. Thinks everyone in crypto is a moron. Ooh, that would be fun then. That would. He's the old guy yelling at people to get off his lawn. That's great. That's great, guys. Man, Mel, Tony, thanks for constant price updates. Constant price updates, and I love you being in the streams doing so. We are pumping, man. That's awesome. It's higher than what I saw earlier today. So, you guys, I think we're at that point. Unless someone wants to throw up another super chat for a quick question or something of that nature, I'd like to move. Remarkable. I just read the
outro.
Hold on. I can't hear you until I actually put some headphones on.
Outro. That's what I said. Outro.
Okay,
outro.
Sounds good.